Now, some news. And do you keep a pussy near your pillow or a doggy under your duvet? Do you do that, girls? No? You all right, love? You've lost it this afternoon, haven't you? Anyway, let's be serious for a second if we can. If so, if you allow your cat or dog into your bedroom, your health may be at risk. Or could it? According to new research in Central and South America, keeping dogs out of the bedroom could reduce the risk of a deadly disease called shaggers. Around a quarter of the population in rural areas is in danger of contracting the disease. No such dangers here, though. Just how safe is it to keep your cats and dogs in your bedroom? Do they pose a health risk, or are they?
Keep going.
Or are they?
Our number 4 moment is the pottery wheel with Rachel. Now,
From S Club
the
7,
lads
the lovely
always get very excited if Rachel or S Club 7 ever come on the show. She's known as the lovely Rachel among their closest friends, and this was one moment that I know in particular sticks with Declo.
Got a stiffy now.
Can I see it?
What books does your mummy read?
Romance books.
And who does she read them to?
Nobody, she just reads them to herself.
And can you think of any of the titles that she would have? Do they sit by her bed?
No, I saw one and it was like...
Careful now.
Well, I don't know the title, but I do know what the picture was.
That's what I'm slightly worried about. But anyway, describe the picture to me.
Men having their shirts and their ties open, and then there's these women having sex with them.
There'll be no problems between this was time for the question period. Sorry, folks.
We can understand some of what you're saying.
Zondergaard has been named by the English cross-country selectors for their team at the World Championship in Portugal next month, despite the tremendous disappointment of having been forced to run out in the English Championship today. So that brings us to the end of our programme. Now let's have a look at the cup soccer.
Their second consecutive winning season and sets up their final game at Michigan State with a bowl still possible. John Campbell, TV9 Eyewitness Sports at Kinnick Stadium with an asshole.
Might go near a glass of water.
Yeah, coleslaw.
What's, eh? What's your name?
Norman.
Norman who?
Norman Wisdom. No.
What are you doing in Deadwood, stranger?
I'm having a wank.
So what do you think of all this today? It's good, isn't it? Are you looking after your owner?
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
You know this is the most expensive garage in Lewisham?
Probably.
Does it worry you?
Not really, considering we own it.
The controllers plan a major escalation of their asshole!
Now, tomorrow will be a brighter day. Many places, I think, dry for a time, but don't be fooled. There'll already be a scattering of showers in the morning. During the afternoon, they will become more widespread.
Do you mind if I had a couple of words with you? If I said to you,
there was a problem with low-level ozone in this area. Would you know what I was talking about?
Yeah, I'm a particle physicist.
How are you doing today, son?
Fine.
What's your name?
James.
James, where are you from?
From my mom's house.
Your mom's house? And where does your mom live?
At her house.
Have a safe and safe. Oh, fuck. God, boy. Jeez. Oh.
I'm the cab driver. You fucking.
Hopefully it'll fit.
I hope so.
And how long does it take to go hard?
About.
But don't go anywhere, because coming up, I'll be speaking to the band No Jehoda, and you better have your tissues at the ready, because we're bringing you sour tune and quality Yanks. So go fuck, what am I talking about?
Right, I'm about to get on my personal bus. Please, I had it hand-painted, and I'd like you all to join me. There you go, get a shot.
Released. Although by mutual consent, she'll no longer be working at Crossroads.
We told her to fuck off.
I'd like to...
Yes.
Kill hell.
Obviously you like it black, Joe. I mean, because his Glamorgan sausages are a little bit on the black side, are they not? You'll be prepared to try it, are you?
Yeah.
Well, that's always good. I like a girl who likes a black sausage. That's what I do. Beautiful. Beautiful.
On the other side. Right. So you prefer me to screw from behind?
This starts off as punchy as it continues, so if you're not going to like it, you can get in there good and early, although there's some nudity pretty much straight away.
What's the nudity?
It's a lady with no clothes on. Whizzing around on that crane, and I had to throw out my... And you do it for the people don't get naked on a rehearsal, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'd had to sort of swoop down, I wasn't in control of the crane, and throw this money out to this woman who'd taken all her clothes off, and as I was whizzing away, all I could think of was neat bush. Never seen such grooming.
Martin.
If you were an outsider, would you still come to Scarborough for your holidays?
Oh, definitely. You know, God has been very kind to us. Look at this. 2 wonderful bays, a castle, sunshine. Oh, what more do you want? Why go to the Mediterranean? They've nothing more to offer.
Thank you very much.
If you believe that load of bullshit, you
Take this train, the TGV, and 1.5 hours later on the Train de Grande Vitesse, France's fast train, you find yourself here in Dijon, the heart of Burgundy. An area where the Pinot Noir grape mingles with the Chardonnay to produce some of the finest wines in the world. So join us as we explore Burgundy country. Wait a minute. This is our train.
I really should thermal man. I'd find him and tell him to... I'm talking bollocks now.
Well, in case you hadn't realised, the Taiwanese guy recklessly brandishing his footwear in Parliament was just trying to emulate Russia's President Khrushchev, who in 1960 famously took off his shoe and banged it on the table when someone from the United Nations criticised him. Ooh! See? I'll get a job on Channel 5 News yet. Mind you, it's just not it's just not just. That was so very, very close. It was moving along swimmingly, and then all of a sudden I fucked up again because
I'll see you when I get back from London. Fuck you, wanker.
Look, Alan, I'll do anything. I'll give you anything. Just say what you want.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you think some mere materialist bribe... No, not materialist, bum, that's the wrong word. Bum, tits, willies, buttocks. Great hairy testicles of doom.
When it comes to Jill Harvey and her daughter, don't believe a word either of them say.
She said she'd give me a blowjob.
The discovery will be good for Land Rover in terms of sales and good for Britain's balance of payments, with 70% of them being sold to the European market. And with 200 new vacancies already created, it's good for jobs too. Gary Champion, TVAM Sport. Fuck, I'm not with the sports department.
That's a tough one, I'll tell you. Oof. I don't think I'll have a much tougher loss than that in overtime. 7th game going in the finals, boys. What more can happen? What more can happen? I'm telling you.
How about a prediction on the play?
It's like asking me what I want, syph or gonorrhea. When's it going to end? I know how Williams feels now.
I guess a fellow like Rick Middleton really wanted to play badly against the Rangers.
Yeah, well,
if you'd have won, you'd have been playing the Rangers.
Yeah, if my aunt had nuts, she'd be my uncle.
How can the jury make a decision when they've missed half the evidence?
I don't think anything done.
I'm sure you're not.
I'll pull this away so you can
What are you doing?
see Mr. Poppy.
Carl, I can't see the pop.
Okay.
You're a fucking wanker.
Can you hear me?
Yes, fucking twat.
All right, here goes. In the short amount of time I've already been here, the water has already risen an inch up my boots.
Can you
Shortly, it may well actually top them.
Get rid of that bloody brolly.
What?
I can't see your head with the brolly.
What?
Get rid of the brolly, you great pod.
Fuck off. Piss off. They're dangerous, they are.
Over the taxi, he starts hissing, you've got a problem.
Now, CHGX News Watch, late edition.
Good evening at last.
Very personal question.
Yes.
What do you wear in bed, madam?
Pardon?
What do you wear when you go to bed?
Drinking bottled water doesn't appear to be just another fad. This water is taking its place in the lifestyles of a growing number of us. Pretty good. Dan Reynolds, Newsbeat 6.
Well, Sloan Brown has a... You can see her in the background. She, unfortunately, is on crutches tonight. So. Sloan Brown fell down.
The Coast Guard spokesman says as they approached, they cut their nets where they were boarded.
Hannington has warned that at least a third of uncooked chickens on sale in the UK are contaminated. He claims they contain an orgasm.
Later tomorrow evening, there's drama from Stone Park Women's Prison when the inmates start a campaign of violence. I'm sorry about that. There was a slight mistake. Before these walls tomorrow is a story of Stone Park Prison, the women's prison, in which there's not only a women's lib, but there's a lot of danger and a lot of bother. I'm quite sure that when the governor, there, you can see her, she's going to be rather cross. There's a mistake there. We're going to show you a bit of the threatened violence that happens tomorrow. And the story is quite exciting.
I used to fight. I fought in 2 of them. You fight 40 guys and you fight till no one's left. You fight one at a time and you eliminate down. And the second one I won in 7 minutes and 14 seconds. 5 fights, all by knockouts.
What sort of state were you in after the first one?
What state?
Yeah.
Illinois.
Good afternoon. My name's Michael Jackson.
Looking at the mountain behind you, how confident are you getting to the top?
Well,
One's night of it, possibly the shorter one, when the evenings are not taken up with confirmations, when I might actually go and spend an evening in one parish and have all the members of the congregation invited, or indeed any member of the parish who liked to come, invited to a meeting when I would expose myself to them.
Welcome to Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. The hooting of the barred owl is a sound that's commonly heard in one of the most mysterious and enchanting regions of the world. A water wilderness we call the land of quaking earth. Mr. Moak, I'm not sure you'd do too well in that land, particularly after you see the kind of animal that Jim Fowler has over there in the den. Now, you stay right there while I put the owl back. Okay. No fair grabbing now. Stay on my back.
And suddenly Blake said, oh, stop. I got a great idea. Whilst they're sizing each other up, and one's looking like that, and Clouseau's looking like that, and all this sort of business going, the George Raft routine. Someone should break wind, you see. And that would... No, they'd all... So we said, yeah, but if we do that, what's going to happen? I mean, how are we going to... Oh, we said, that's all right. I'll say now.
Now. We can do it. We can do it.
So that's what started it. And then Blake said, all right, I won't say now. We said, now is the word that's doing it, Blake. Now is causing the trouble. So he said, all right, okay, I'll make a noise. How's that?
This is Detective Sergeant Troy.
Hello, Sergeant, yeah.
Hello, sir. As you might have guessed, Mr. Fitzroy, we're here about the death of Ben Gurdy. I'm here to see Mrs. Gurdy.
Yes, she lives in a cottage through there. Dreadful business. Oh, this is Marcia Tranter. She and I are joint MFH. Oh, Master's a fucker.
P.
Vowel.
O.
Vowel.
O.
Consonant, please.
I'm still not certain why that word made her think of me. Now, although ITV's sports department denies they've ever even seen that fabled Olympics outtake, you know, the one from a relay race where just as they were passing the baton, a streaker ran on the track, and due to a slight misunderstanding, he got dragged for nearly 30 meters. Just the same.
Wel, beth bynnag gnewch chi o hynny I gyd, fedrwn ni sicrhau chi y bydd popeth yn iawn ar y noson. Ac yn achos dechrau'r gyfres newydd o Ar y Ffordd, y noson yw nos Iau, Medi y 19 am 8 o'r gloch. Ac felly y bydd hi wedyn am y 12 nos Iau I ddilyn. Beth gwelwn I chi bryd hynny, gobeithio.
and action.
It was when Bailiff was off sick after that prison chat, Gov. It's my fault. Simple mistake, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, we can't afford mistakes, John.
Hi. This is the same piano with it.
Oh, terrific. Ladies and gentlemen, I've forgotten his name.
Oh, praise him. Oh, praise him. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
It's all right, Dorothy, it's okay. They're doing okay, all right?